Welcome to Photoshop. In this session, we're going to drop two images and we're going to have the giraffe in a new background. I like this sky background here. So I'm going to go ahead and select that giraffe picture and go back and open up the other picture, which is the sky, the new background. And so I'm going to make sure that I'm on my move tool so I can move my selection around. And if you watch the first video, make sure your preferences are a floating window. Hold the shift button down and drag that picture right into the new area. And you'll see the giraffe drop right in there. So once you have that, you want to close out your other item so you won't make any mistakes with which picture you're working on. Then you're going to want to go in and create a duplicate layer of the sky and giraffe so you work in a non-destructive form. I'm then just going to remove visibility of those layers just because I'm not going to use them right now. So I'm going to click on this layer here, which is a giraffe layer, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go into my selection tool, and I'm going to go ahead and go into my add because I'm going to add selections here of areas that I'm going to select that will be cut out of the picture. So I'm going to start by selecting areas, and you'll see this as you start working through it. Photoshop may be a little bit slow, and you see it working there. So I'll continue my selection here, and I'm going to have to make some adjustments to the picture, but that's something that you have to do in Photoshop continuously if you want to get good quality. So the one thing you want to do with your select tool is if you want to minimize the stuff that you're going to remove, then you have to go into this other option, which is subtract from selection. And basically you're just going to go back and go over that same area that you want to include in the picture itself. And you can just use that arrow and work around it. And Photoshop will continue to process that item. So as it's processing, I've now got a copy of my selection there. I can now go to edit and cut that image out. And now I have the giraffe in a new setting. And so the picture looks pretty good. It blends very well with the new background that we've got. And so what you've done is you've got a copy of that giraffe and that layer and the new background. And you can output that file or output those files. I mean, you no longer need any of these files here. You can delete them and you could save this as something else. So once you're ready, you can go to File, Save As, name your picture something, and it'll give you the PSD, which means that it's a Photoshop file, although there's a slew of other options that you could use in terms of output there. And then once you've gotten your file, you could call it whatever you want and do a save, which I won't do, but you could do a save and then upload into Canvas, and you're pretty much done. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm here to help.